Hello, Mike Fellumley here with the Rock Room Insider podcast. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I've got another PSA for you today. It's related to the previous episode. They're always going to be health related because I'm kind of a germaphobe and I have this crazy fear of getting sick and throwing up. So that kind of works its way into my thoughts all the time. So I'm going to share this. Maybe I can convert some new germaphobes onto the dark side or light side. I don't think it's a dark side, being aware of germs. So last week, it was ice being the number one cause of foodborne illness. Do you know what the number two cause is? Maybe you've Googled it since last time. It's still not meat or anything like that. It's no kind of meat. It's lettuce. Yep, lettuce. Number two cause of foodborne illness, lettuce. And that's primarily because of dirty butt people not washing their hands when they're handling your lettuce. So, fella at the restaurant goes to the bathroom, doesn't wash his hands, comes and tosses your salad, the actual lettuce salad, not the other kind. He tosses your salad. Now you got the E. coli's on your lettuce right there. Yep. Sometimes it's the people picking it in the field. Like if it doesn't get washed from being picked to when it gets to you, it's really dirty. And you're always eating lettuce raw. It's not cooked, so you're not cooking it to kill off the germs. So unless it's washed really well, you're eating that E. coli or salmonella or whatever the hell's on there. So be careful with your lettuce. Try to make sure you wash it. If you buy it, wash that shit really good. Don't want you getting sick and then passing it on to other people like me. I don't want it. Nobody wants it. So that's our PSA for today. I'm going to have to come up with a good one for next time. Because I think once you get down further in the list of the foodborne illness top 10, it starts to get obvious. But there's another one on there I'll just share with you. Because sometimes people eat these and you shouldn't eat these, and it's sprouts. Do not eat sprouts anywhere. Those things have salmonella in them oftentimes, and it's like in the plant. You can't wash it off. It's because of how they grow, the climate that they grow in. It's like actually in the plant. So just stay away from sprouts. I used to eat Jimmy John's a lot, and then I boycotted them until they got rid of the sprouts. So I guess you get two PSAs today. But it's going to be kind of a short one. I wanted to talk a little bit about how to kind of run your Facebook page if you're in a band. Just because I see a lot of bands that do some kind of obvious things wrong, and you're kind of hurting yourself. Because as you may or may not know, like Facebook has an algorithm that basically determines if your content is worth showing to people that like your page. So if you post something and you don't get a lot of interaction right away, even if you have like a ton of likes on your page, let's say you've got 6,000 likes on your band's page, but you post like a link and you don't get any likes or shares or comments within the first like 20 minutes or so, of those 6,000 people that like your page, like Facebook's probably going to show it to like 80 of those people. And the algorithm is getting kind of tighter on pages all the time. So by any means, I'm not like a super professional at this, but there are a few things I know that can help. I think the number one most critical thing you need to take into consideration when you're doing a post on your band page, or maybe you have a business and you're doing a post on your business page, take a look at the insights section and figure out, it tells you what time of day your audience is online. So you really want to try to post within the hours of day, even the days of the week, where most of your people are online. And I think it's all of my pages, it's been pretty common. It's like you have like kind of a bump in the morning, and then there's like a little midday bump around noon, and then there's a bump typically between like 3 and 5 p.m., even up to 6. And those are the times that you want to make your posts. I see a lot of bands like posting and somewhat important updates like, hey, our new album's out, here's the link. And I look and they posted it at like midnight Central Time. And that post, you post stuff at midnight and it's not going to get seen by anyone. So like, unless you're posting that to put a bunch of money behind it and boost it to reach people, those like midnight or 2 a.m. posts are going to reach so few people. You're better off just hanging on to that post and post it on the next day. You know, because the way the algorithm works, there's not many people online at 2 a.m. You do your post, maybe 30 people see it, one person likes it. Now the Facebook algorithm thinks like, oh, that's a bad post. I'm not gonna share that. So really take into consideration your time of day. Another thing to consider, I think most everybody knows this by now, but like you don't really want to do a post that's only text. Like Facebook just crushes those. You typically won't reach anybody. So you want to either have a picture or a video. Video does better than a picture. And if you want to do a video, I mean, it depends on what your objectives are with your video. If your main objective, you know, let's say you have a new music video, if your main goal is to build your YouTube channel, then by all means, like post the YouTube link. If your goal is like just the most reach possible, then definitely upload that video natively to Facebook. The algorithm will shoot that out to way more people if the video is actually uploaded to Facebook. I rarely do that on the Live from the Rock Room page because YouTube is where I really want it to grow the most. I don't care as much about Facebook. So, you know, 90% of the time when I post our new Rock Room videos, I'm just putting up a YouTube link because what I want are the views on YouTube and I want subscribers on YouTube. And if people like us on Facebook, that's awesome, but YouTube is where I really want the most views and the most growth. So I always post the links. And then if I ever do upload the videos to Facebook, it's older ones that we've already released, and just to give those kind of a bump. If there was one that I thought was really cool that didn't get enough YouTube views or something, I'll load it up to Facebook. So think about your content, pictures or videos. If you can make a quick video, that's best. Pictures, especially pictures with you in them or the band in them or whoever, those do better than if it's just like which stinks because you want to post like your tour flyers, and those don't do nearly as well as like pictures with the band in it, especially like candid shots of the band. So if you have text you want to share, like take a goofy picture of your band and then put the text above that. The next thing you can do to kind of try to trick the algorithm is if you've got other pages that you manage and then also with your personal pages. So let's say you're going to do a post from your band page today at noon. You want to make sure that once that post goes, as many people in the band as possible go ahead and share that post on their personal page. And that has to happen pretty fast in order for it to like help you at all get more reach on it. So what I'll do if I do a new Live from the Rock Room post, I immediately go to my personal page, share it there. People that are friends with me on my personal page might be getting tired of it, but I don't care, because if you're not liking my Rock Room stuff, like that's what I do, you can unfriend me, whatever. But and if you're in, you know, if you have a band, odds are it means a lot to you. So don't be afraid to share your band post on your personal page, even if some people that see it might not be into it. Like, who cares? You're doing a band, you're releasing music, playing shows. It's obviously a passion of yours, so don't be scared to share your post. So everybody, as many as possible in the band, should share that within like the first 10 minutes. And then also from your personal page, like it on the band page. And if you manage other pages, go ahead and like the post from those pages too. So that'll get you kind of the most engagement that you can provide the post, and hopefully that, trips the algorithm to send it off for more people to see it. So what you're trying to get is for Facebook to think like, this is a post that's shareable. This post is good. Let's show it to more people. And on the same track as sharing, another thing I think you should do, especially if you're a small band, if you're a smaller band, or if you have like a studio or some kind of smaller company, and I see this all the time. I see people that have 2,500 Facebook friends. You got 2,500 Facebook friends, and your band page has like 360 likes. So it's obvious there that these people have not gone to, you go on your page and you see like how many people like it, and like right under that you can click invite friends to like this page. And I mean, if you are serious about your band, that should be kind of one of the first things you do. Is click that button, go down your whole friends list, and invite them all to like that page. And again, it's something that you shouldn't really be feeling bad about that or apprehensive. Like if somebody's your Facebook friend and you have a band, like that's your band, that's your passion, like invite them to like that page. Even if you think they might not like the music, invite them anyway. Just get more likes. There's no reason you should have 2,500 Facebook friends and 300 likes on your band page. Like, get on there, invite people to like it. And if you've got a couple thousand friends, I mean, if you go through that list, probably take you a couple days to do it. I mean, odds are you're going to end up with 300 to 500 more likes on your band page from doing that. And like, isn't that your goal, to get the most likes? Like, it's so hard to get attention with a new band these days. It just shocks me to see bands that aren't doing that. Or maybe you're doing a band and you just don't care how many people like it. Some people, I guess that's what you're doing. I mean, if I'm doing a band, like, I want as many people to hear my music as I can. Like, I like the music I make, I want you to hear it. So I'm going to invite everybody to like it. And again, like, if that's a big part of your life, then, if it irritates people that are your Facebook friends, then so what? Maybe they mute you or unfollow you or whatever, but it's your band. Like, get your name out there. You got to get your name out there. That's what your electrician friends would tell you. Get out there and play. Get your name out there. Invite your friends. So I've got one more tip. This one is by far the most difficult to put into practice as a band. I do this for the Rock Room page, but I've been guilty of not doing it for my band pages because it's very challenging. But ideally, if you want to have a page that continues to grow and get a bigger following, ideally you would have a release calendar, like a content release calendar. So I have it for the Rock Room. I know pretty much every day of the week what I'm going to be posting, and I have that more or less scheduled out for a month or two in advance. Well, that's much easier for the Rock Room page because we're doing new sessions with new bands all the time. So if you're, if it's just your band, the challenge is being able to create enough content to fill up a calendar like that. I would suggest, and what we did with the Rock Room was we shot a whole bunch of sessions before we ever put a video on YouTube or anything on Facebook. So maybe you set the goal for your band to start having a release calendar, 6 months from now. And you start today, like, creating that content. Maybe you do little live acoustic videos. You take a series of photographs that you want to put up. But it's easy if you start building the content together months in advance, you can get this big stockpile of content. So then you're like ahead of the game. Then you just schedule it all. You just use a little spreadsheet and schedule up the dates that you're going to post each thing. And that way it gives you something to share kind of on a daily basis. But we do that with the Rock Room. If you look at the Bigger Empty Facebook page, clearly I don't do that. And we'll sometimes go a week or two without a post. And I kind of wish I had that going for that, but it's challenging enough to keep it up for Live from the Rock Room. But if you could do that for your band, that's a great way. And you can do the same you could schedule out all of your social media. Like, here's my Facebook calendar, here's my Instagram calendar, and the YouTube calendar. If you want to grow on YouTube, it's essential to release something new at least once a week. So if you want to, build a YouTube channel for your band, definitely start putting videos together now, but with the idea of maybe not putting them out for 3 to 6 months until you have, a good 10 to 15, 20 of them to share. So that's most of the easy stuff that I know about kind of growing your stuff on Facebook or social media. I'm kind of a noob on Snapchat. I never use it. It makes me feel old. So if you have Snapchat tips, I'm not even on there. Maybe we should be. If we should be, let me know. But I don't know that one. But that's for YouTube and Facebook. I feel like I know those really well, and hopefully these tips help you out. And that's all I've got for today. I thought it was going to be a short episode, and here we are at like 18 minutes. So it really wasn't that short. I was going to play a song, but no, I'm not. I'll play a song next week. Hope you guys have a great day. As usual, please subscribe, youtube.com/Live from the Rock Room. If you would be so kind to write us a review on the podcast on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you're getting it. The reviews are great. Helps us get more listeners. Until next time, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.